Hello everyone, Refresh here, and I am here to battle 2 Eldritch Moon sealed decks against 1 Battle the Horde challenge deck from Born of the Gods. And we will be beginning on normal mode with 3 turns before the Horde starts charging in, and then we will move on to difficult mode shortly thereafter. For this contest, we will be using the Harvester, which will let us draw a card and then discard a card. We'll be using the Vanquisher, which will let both of our players have 8 cards maximum, and also to start with an additional card, and the Explorer, which will let them play 2 lands each turn. And with that, let us begin. Alright, there's 4 and 8. 4 and 8. Let's see what the hands are like. We have 3 lands. I guess it's a start. Let's go ahead and try this. And then on this side we have 2 swamps and no plains. It's not ideal, but I guess we can loot into better. That's what the hope is. So let's try it, because we can at least cast something for both. Alright, turn 1. We will play a forest and a island, and then we will play the Ulvenmold Captive to get our mana up there. And on this side we'll play both swamps and the Rancid Rats. And then we will end the turn. At the end step we will loot, drawing a Primal Druid on this side and a swamp on this side. That's good. This is not bad. We are going to discard things on this side. Battle the Horde Swarm is a bit on the slow side right now because we will need some mana to get there. So actually the Nebelgast Herald is probably the weakest. So we'll ditch the Nebelgast Herald. And on this side, I think the Choking Restraints are probably the weakest of the bunch. So let's get rid of that. We'll go to turn 2. Turn 2, we will draw. We have a Wildfield Scarecrow on this side and a Duskwatch Recruiter on this side. Let's go ahead and play the Swamp and the second island. We have a little bit of mana to work with here, and we can cast something of 4 here, so let's do so. We should cast the Niblis, I think. It's the best body. Yeah, Niblis it is. Niblis of Frost, and on this side we will cast the Wildfield Scarecrow. We'll go ahead and get in for 1 with the rats. We will... Goreseeker takes a dive. And then we will start turn 3. We will loot before turn 3. So let's draw a card, then discard. We have 2 Gavnian Howls. We will want the other forest. We can probably ditch the... Well, actually Primal Druid into Battle the Horde Swarm is pretty good. So let's get rid of the Explosive Apparatus. On this side, I think we can get rid of the Cathar's Companion, because I think bigger bots are slightly better against the Minotaurs because they can block and then hit. So Cathar's Companion is out, and let's start the turn. And let's draw. We got Ruthless Disposal on this side and Pour Over Pages on this side. These are not terribly good. I think I want some more mana, so I'm going to go ahead and loot again right now. Before Angel of Deliverance and a Wretched Griff. Okay, this is again not the greatest of options here. Let's get rid of Pour Over Pages, and let's get rid of Angel of Deliverance. It's going to be a long time before we can cast that. And then the Minotaur is going to attack this next turn. Let's go ahead and bring some things out. Let's play both the Primal Druid and the Duskwatch Recruiter. So now we have some potential defenders, and on this side, well, we can't really cast anything. We're just kind of stuck. So we're probably going to sack this Wildfield Scarecrow after whatever comes in for the attack, and we'll see what happens. Let's attack with the Niblis of Frost. Yeah, okay. Get some more damage in. 1, 2, 3. 3 things are dead. And then we're going to go into the Minotaur's first turn, so they will cast 3 and attack. Ready? We have a Minotaur Younghorn, a Refreshing Elixir, and a Minotaur Goreseeker. So we have a 3/2 and a 2/2 on the attack. We will block the 2/2 with the Primal Druid and the 3/2 with the Wildfield Scarecrow. So no damage, but nothing killed. And then after that combat, we're going to go ahead and sack the Wildfield Scarecrow for some planes, because we desperately need the mana. And we will go into our next turn. And there's going to be a lot more Minotaurs coming out the next turn, so that's also a bit on the scary side. But what can we do? Not much. Alright, let's untap. We can't loot because we already did. Let's draw a card. We have Succumb to Temptation and another Wretched Griff. Okay, maybe we'll be Wretched Griffing. I think that might be a good play. Let's go ahead and play both of these planes so that we have 5 mana, which is good enough to cast one of these guys. I think that will be good. So on this side, let's cast the Inquisitor's Ox. And then we will also kill the Goreseeker with a Deadweight. Alright, we almost had Delirium on this side. We have a Defender. On this side, we have a lot of mana. I think we're going to scrap the Primal Druid for, this costs 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we can get It of the Horde Swarm for 7. I think It of the Horde Swarm might be a little bit better than the Wretched Griff right now, because it's just a bigger body. So 4, 5, 6, sacrificing it, and 7, which will let us get a land. Let's go ahead and grab a forest and put it onto the battlefield tapped. And we will play It of the Horde Swarm, which will come out with 2 insects. Here we go. And then let's go on the attack. We'll go in with a Niblis for 3, and I guess we hold everybody else back for now. Yes. Okay. 3, 1, 2, and 3. That's 3. Alright, let's go Minotaurs. Minotaurs will play 4 now. So we got a Reckless Minotaur, another Young Horn, a Phobos Reaver, and a Mogus Chosen, which comes in tapped. Alright, we'll have the Reaver, the 2 Young Horns, and the Reckless Minotaur come in for the attack here. This is going to die, so I'm just going to take it. These 2 and this one. Let's see. We're going to keep you for this. So we'll block the 2/3 with the It of the Horde Swarm. We'll block one of these with the Inquisitor's Ox. And the other one we'll put the 2 insects in front of. So that should kill these 3. We'll lose the insects. And we will take 4 damage from that one to go to 16, and then it will die, and then we will end the turn, but we'll loot before the turns end. So we got a Ghoul Caller's Apprentice on this side and a Forest on this side. As much as I want to keep that Forest, I think Wretched Griff might be just a little bit better. It's a bigger body, and I think I'm willing to ditch something for it. So let's get rid of the Forest. And on this side, Ghoul Caller's Apprentice, I can just recast it from the graveyard, so I'll ditch that. Alright, let's untap and see what we get. Draw. We got a Silver Fur Partisan on this side and a Midnight Scavengers on this side. I like the Midnight Scavengers to go grab more things, but let's go ahead and attack first. We'll attack with the Niblis of the Frost and the Duskwatch Recruiter for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a lot. And then we will... Let's use the Duskwatch Recruiter's ability, actually. So we're going to cast the Silver Fur Partisan, because another body's good. And then we'll use Duskwatch Recruiter's ability. Hopefully find something better. That's 3. We will take the Exultant Cultists. That's a good lead-in. And on this side, we will cast the Midnight Scavengers, which will get us back the Wildfield Scarecrow. And we will pass on to the Minotaurs. Alright, the Minotaurs, Mogus Chosen gets untapped. We will play 4 more. We got another refreshing elixir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Each Minotaur can't be blocked this turn except by 2 or more creatures. So we have Younghorn, Phobos Reaver, and Mogus Chosen all slamming in. We need at least 2 creatures to block everything. So it looks like I'm going to be taking some damage this turn, which is fine. Alright, I'll block with you and you to block this one. And then I have Silverfur Partisan and Rancid Rats. So these will all die against the Mogus Chosen. The Mogus Chosen will also die. Phobos Reaver will die. We'll take 2. You go to 14. And then we will loot. Draw and discard. Draw. Island. Plains. Kind of want to keep the plains. Let's get Ruthless Disposal. And on this side, I guess I keep this team because the drawing loop here is really good. And we will go to our turn. Draw for the turn. We have a swamp and an island. Let's go ahead and play the island, play the plains and the swamp. We're getting in there with the mana, so now we can cast all the things. So let's start casting the things. We have a Exultant Cultist. And then we're going to sack the Exultant Cultist. And against 6, so that only costs 3. We'll draw 2 cards and get a Wretched Griff. And then we'll play the second island for the turn. We have all sorts of things right now. And then on this side, we can cast the Gavony Unhallowed and a Wildfield Scarecrow. I think that sounds pretty good. That's tapping everything. Okay. And we have 1, 2, 3 types in this graveyard, so no vigilance just yet. Let's get in on the attack. We'll go in with the Niblis of the Frost. We'll go in with the Duskwatch Recruiter. We'll go in with the Midnight Scavengers and see what happens. That is 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 1 artifact that fell in is a Vitality Salve. Each player returns a creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Alright. Let's go and get back the Exultant Cultist for some more draw. I think that would be good. And on this side, I think the Angel of Deliverance is a beast. So let's go grab her. Alright. And let's go to the Minotaur's turn. The Minotaur will get 5 spells this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 0 Minotaurs coming in, and they're all going to die because everything's taking 3 damage, which is kind of sad. We have a new artifact, so Minotaurs will gain Death Touch. They will also get +2/+0, and they have to be blocked by at least 2 creatures, but everything will take 3 damage. So, this dies, and this dies. Draw a card. This dies. These 2 die. This lives, this dies. These 2 live. Okay. Well, that was something. Now it is our turn. Let's loot. See if we can do better than this. Now we have lands we don't need. Scourge Supplicant, which is not terribly good. So let's get rid of the Supplicant. Let's get rid of one of these extraneous islands. And see what happens this turn. Ready? We have Artifact, Enchantment, Creature, Sorcery, that's 4. So, okay, looks like we're going to be exiling. Let's go ahead and cast Succumb to Temptation on this side. We'll lose 2 life, go to 12, draw 2 cards. Go ahead and play the Plains. Oh, the Gavony Unhallowed actually gained 1 counter from the midnight creatures. Let's go ahead and play the other Gavany Unhallowed. And then on this side, we will go ahead and play that, and I guess we just straight play the Wretched Griff. 6, 7, probably this. Draw a card, play the island, and then let's go with It of the Horde Swarm, Wretched Griff, Angel of Deliverance, Inquisitor's Ox. And that'll be our attacking team here. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Leaving, we will get to draw a card, and they will sacrifice 2 Minotaurs. There's no Minotaurs to sacrifice, so we'll just draw a card each. We have another Plains, which we'll play, and another Islands, which we can't play because we played 2 lands this turn. So, it will be the Minotaur's turn. They will get 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They'll get 7 next turn, but that's going to kill them. They're going to go ahead and attack with all of these guys. So we got 4-1 that's going to die. That Locust Chosen is not going to attack. We're going to have 2 Minotaur Goreseekers and a Phobos Reaver. So the Goreseekers will clash and die against the Gavany Unhallowed. The Reaver will die against this. We'll go ahead and take the 4 from this because that's no big deal. And so we're going to go to 8. Everything dies except for the Mogus is Chosen. And I think we're going to win pretty shortly here. And then on our turn, let's go ahead and loot again. Loot, draw. We got Rise from the Grave. Not bad. Sleep Paralysis. Pretty bad. Let's just ditch that one. Rise from the Grave is probably better than Thraben Foul Bloods at this point. I mean, it won't matter because we're just going to win. So let's just do this. Alright. Untap. And draw. We have Midnight Scavengers and another Forest. We'll go ahead and play these lands because why not? And I think we're going to win pretty handily like this. So what we're going to do is we're not even going to bother casting anything. Angel of Deliverance, when it deals damage, if there are 4 more card types in the graveyard, it'll exile a creature. So we're going to deal damage at 6. That's going to get rid of the rest of these. And then we're going to exile this creature for the win. And so the Eldritch Moon sealed decks beat the Horde pretty handily. Okay, for game 2, we're going to be going on to hard mode, so we'll only have 2 turns before the Minotaurs start crashing in. Let's see if we can survive. Ready? 4 and 8. 4 and 8. We've got some lands, we've got some spells. Looks good. We've got some lands. Again, we're really short on castables here, but I'm going to try it, hoping that we can loot into what we need. Short on lands again on this side, though. That's kind of sad. Alright, ready? Turn 1, we'll go ahead and play a forest and an island, tap them both, and play an Ulvenwald Captive. And on this side, we'll play both swamps, tap them both, and play a Graph Rats. Alright, that is the end of that. At the end of turn 1, we'll go and loot. Land. It's a land. This is 5, which is very expensive. I will go ahead and ditch the 5 mana pour over pages. And on this side, let's ditch the Skursdag Supplicant, which is kind of negative card advantage. And let's see what we can do for turn 2. Draw. Alright, mana is there. This is my last turn before the big beats happen, so let's go ahead and cast the Gavany Unhallowed, which is a fairly good blocker. And on this side, we have 5 mana. I think we're going to cast the Enlightened Maniac, actually, and then try to burst out a Wretched Griff or a Mockery of Nature. Alright, so we get a Horror. We'll go ahead and go on the attack with the Graph Rats and deal 2 damage. We got rid of 2 Minotaurs, and it is now the Horde's turn. They're going to do 3 spells, so they get 1 Phobos Reaver, 1 Minotaur Goreseeker, and 1 Minotaur Youngblood. Attack, attack, and attack. The Gavany Unhallowed will take care of the Goreseeker. The Eldrazi Horror will trade with the Phobos Reaver, and we'll go ahead and take 2 damage from the Young Horn. So that takes us to 18. And then we will loot. We've got Midnight Scavengers on this side and a forest on this side. Let's go ahead and ditch the forest for now. I think all of these might be better. And on this side, let's go ahead and ditch the Cathar's Companion. Alright, let's see what happens in the turn. Draw, we've got a swamp and a convolute. I'll go ahead and play the swamp. I actually think we can Midnight Scavengers. I think that's a great call. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play the Midnight Scavengers, which will get us the Chittering Host, getting back the Cathar's Companion into our hand. And then on this side, let's go ahead and sack the Enlightened Maniac to go ahead and get the Wretched Griff on the battlefield for 2 mana. We'll use 2 blues. That will get us a draw, which is an Explosive Apparatus. I guess we can go ahead and... Well, let's keep the mana open in case we wanted to counter a spell that might be bad. So let's do that. We'll go into combat mode, though, right now. And this will happen. These 2 are going to flip. Not you. The Graph Rats are going to flip. And we're going to get ourselves a Chittering Host, which is on the hasty side, 5/6. And I guess we just stay on the defensive until we can build a little bit more. And we'll see what happens. On the Horde's turn, they're going to tap, they're going to play 3. We have a Plundered Statue, which is why we held this counter. We're going to go ahead and counter that, because convoluting that will get us a card, which is good. 2, Unquenchable Fury, and 3, Minotaur Younghorn. So they need to be blocked by 2 each. They're going in for the attack. I can block 2 of them with 2, or 1 of them with 2 guys. So we'll take another 2 damage and go to 16. And then we will go ahead and loot. We draw a Sleep Paralysis, which we don't want, and a Swamp, which we do want. We'll ditch the Choking Restraints. And let's see what happens. Draw our card. Another swamp and an island. Let's play the island, play the 2 swamps. And then let's get some defense going. Oh, we'll play the other forest. Let's go ahead and play the Grizzled Angler and the Explosive Apparatus. And then on this side, we'll go ahead and play we'll play both of these guys. 3 Foulbloods and Cathar's Companion. 1, 2, 3. I think I still wait on the attack for 1 more round. Yeah, because we can just eat whatever's coming at us. Alright, ready? Horde's turn, they're going to play 3. We got a Phobos Reaver, a Younghorn Minotaur, and a Plundered Statue, which we're going to have to blow up. These 3 are going to come in on the attack. And the Chittering Host will eat the biggest one, which will be the Phobos Reaver. Younghorn will die to the Gavity Unhallowed, and the Younghorn will die to the Wretched Griff, and we will end the turn. Okay. No need to loot. I want to keep this. Well, I guess we can loot and get rid of something bad if what we draw is bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and loot. Docent is pretty good, but it's not as good as a Mockery of Nature, so we'll get rid of the Docent. And the Gavity Unhallowed is better than the Deadweight. Alright. And we'll draw. We have another island and a Borrowed Malevolence, which is not that great. Let's go ahead and cast the Mockery of Nature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8, so we need to actually sack something to get there. We could sack the Grizzled Angler. I think that's good. It's not doing a whole lot. Alright, let's do it. So let's sack the Grizzled Angler to reduce his cost to 5. We'll cast 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Playing the Mockery of Nature, which will blow up the Plundered Statue, which will get us a card draw. On this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so that's not casting that. We'll go ahead and cast the Gavity Hollowed. So now we have 2. We'll attack with Three Foulbloods, Cathar's Companion, and let's attack with the Wretched Griff as well. So we'll do 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have to sacrifice 2 Minotaurs, but they don't have any sacrifice. And then we will pass the turn to them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're going to be attacked by a Phobos Reaver and a Minotaur Goreseeker. The Reaver will die to the Chittering Host, and the Goreseeker will die to the Mockery of Nature. And now it is back to our turn. Let's go ahead and harvest. We have an Exultant Cultist and a Plains. Let's get rid of the Borrowed Malevolence. Let's get rid of the Forest. And let's go. Let's see, we have 4 creature types: enchantment, creature, and instant. We're short 1. Okay, let's draw. Chilling Grasp and Swamp. Go ahead and play the Plains and the Swamp. And it looks like we're going to have some seriously big beats coming in now. So we're going to go ahead and go on some serious attacks. Let's go ahead and attack with the Mockery, the Griff, the Chittering Host, the Cathar's Companion, and the Raven Foulbloods. And that will do 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 6 is 20 damage. Yikes. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 damage. We lost 1 Refreshing Elixir and 1 Vitality Salve, so we'll get a creature and 5 life each, which is 10 more life to take us to 26. And then we'll get a creature back from the graveyard. I think the Grizzled Angler is probably the best of the bunch. Well, no, the Docent or Perfection is definitely the better. Alright, we got the Docent back. And on this side we'll get, we have a Scourge Dag Supplicant. We'll get that back. Alright, and now we're going to go ahead and play this Exultant Cultist, because why not? And then, let's see what else happens. Okay. We'll keep the Chilling Grasp. We'll play the Angel of Deliverance on this side. 2, 5, 6, 8. Which is another big blocking body. And let's see what we have from the opposition. The Horde will now play 4 cards. 3 cards. 2 and 3. This is going to deal 3 damage to everything before the attack. So boom. These guys are all gone. As well as you're gone. You are gone, but let's go ahead and tap you in response, and 2 other manas to do 3 to sack this and deal 3 damage to this to finish it off as well. Also dying are the Cathar's Companion, the Raven Foulbloods, and the Scourge Dag Supplicants. That's 3 on this side, which will pump these guys up by 3 counters apiece. Now they're huge. And that's it. No looting, because I don't want to just drop every card. So, here we go. Let's go into the next turn. I think this is probably over. I don't know how many cards are left, but I don't think there's that many cards left in the Minotaur's graveyard. We got Choking Restraint, which isn't good. Island, which is not terribly good. Neither is Chilling Grasp. Let's go ahead and loot and see what we can, if we can get some more action here. Drowneyard Temple is even worse, and so let's ditch the Drowneyard Temple. Let's ditch a island, and then let's go on the big attack. Let's just attack with everybody. Everybody's going to attack. So we have 6, 79, 14, 19, 12, plus 10 is 29. That's 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. 14. That's it. The Eldritch Moon sealed decks take out the Horde without that much struggle. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to see more such videos, hit subscribe. And this was Refreshed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.